In this video, we will be focusing on the timesheet report. It is a summary of all labor cockpits at a property, including both actual and scheduled future hours, which is imported from the schedule module or your timekeeping system. So it's an overview of the actual hours per department split down per day. You are able to scroll back in history to see a specific year, month, or date. You can compare the actual hours to the forecast or budget and target. You can see the daily productivity by department and day, particularly useful when identifying potential for improvement. Let's take a look at the menu options. Here you will find the name of the property you are working in, and if you are responsible for several, all of them will appear here in a drop-down. Same rule applies here that underlines all modules in PMI. All text with blue font has a drop-down menu. Same applies here, where you can choose if you want to see 1 month, 10 days, several months, or a full year. Let's look at what information can be viewed on the timesheet report. All the various divisions at the property. In this example, you have rooms, food and drinks, meeting and event, and overhead. Then all these departments belonging to the division are noted here. So for example, rooms, there is front office, housekeeping outsourced, public area cleaning outsourced, and concierge. Then you have a daily breakdown per day of the hours used and how many are productive. At the bottom of the report are the month to date and month end figures, as well as the smart month end and month to date figures. This is the recalculated number of hours you would have used if you used the productivity level you set for the front office department in the forecast. In the tools, you have print to file. This exports a report into Excel or PDF, useful if you need a copy for a meeting or analyzing the data for weekday patterns and trends. Now let's take a look at the view options. Please note that the view options are your personal choice. You decide what the focus should be on. By including period end, you have a full overview of the month you are focusing on. Everything above the red horizontal line is the past with the actual figures, and everything below are the future and what you have forecasted to use. This will of course affect the view if you have chosen to view another option, for example, if you chose days, months, or year. You can of course choose to display the weather if you like. By activating Daily Note, you are able to see all comments written in the various cockpits by the department heads. You can compare your forecasted hours versus the actual hours. If you choose Forecast, here at the bottom of the report, you have 2 more rows with a smart forecast month to date as well as month end. This is the recalculated number of hours you would have used if you used the productivity level you set for this department in the forecast. Same applies when choosing budget and target. There are a couple of options to add more columns to this report. If you don't activate any of them, it's only hours that appear by default. So if you wish to see the total productive hours, you are able to do so. If you want to have an overview of the non-productive hours, which could be your sick leave, for example, you are able to do so. If you want to have a look at the productivity for each day in a specific department, you are able to do so too, as well as the cost driver for that department. And as we are in the front office department, the cost driver is room nights. More information on the timesheet module can be found in the knowledge base article. Thank you and take care.